The story of a teenage groom murdered after marrying a 65-year-old Bridezilla is the kind of sensational headline that stirs immediate intrigue. It combines two elements that tend to capture public attention: the controversial subject of extreme age gap relationships and the more extreme behavior of someone who could be considered a bridezilla, a term for a bride who becomes uncontrollably demanding or unreasonable in planning her wedding. However, without solid information or verification from credible sources, it's unclear whether this story is rooted in reality, sensationalism, or even satire. Let's break down the elements. The age gap. Relationships with significant age gaps have historically sparked curiosity, controversy, and sometimes public outcry. In many cultures, a wide age difference, especially when it involves a very young individual, can create moral and legal debates. In this case, the concept of a teenage groom marrying a much older woman, aged 65, challenges conventional norms. While it's not entirely unprecedented for older women to marry younger men, particularly in some celebrity circles or specific social contexts, the drastic age difference in this scenario raises eyebrows. From a psychological perspective, people may question the motivations behind such a union. Was it love, a matter of convenience, or something more sinister like manipulation? Society tends to be more accepting of older men marrying younger women due to historical patriarchal norms, but the reverse can face harsher judgment. This could play into the sensationalism of such a headline. The bridezilla trope. The term bridezilla is often used to describe a bride who becomes excessively demanding or controlling about her wedding arrangements. It portrays someone whose behavior goes overboard, impacting everyone around her. While the term is frequently used in jest, it also brings to mind real-life situations where wedding stress can lead to arguments, broken friendships, or strained relationships with family members. In this hypothetical or real case, the depiction of a 65-year-old bride as a bridezilla creates a narrative in which her behavior may have played a role in the alleged murder. Was she domineering to the point where tensions escalated into violence? Or was the term bridezilla simply used to demonize an older woman in a relationship with a much younger man? The age difference adds layers of complexity to how her behavior would be perceived. The alleged murder. The most disturbing part of this hypothetical situation is the implication that the teenage groom was murdered. However, the cause, the motive, and the perpetrator would need to be explored. Was the groom killed by the bride herself, perhaps as a result of a domestic dispute gone terribly wrong? Or was he killed by someone else? Maybe a third party who disapproved of the relationship. Often, extreme cases like these become fodder for tabloid stories that thrive on a mix of moral outrage and curiosity. Without factual evidence, we cannot jump to conclusions, but the headline certainly suggests foul play. This murder claim is what amplifies the story from merely unusual to tragic and criminal. If real, such a story would raise questions about the power dynamics in relationships with large age gaps, potential exploitation, or even mental health issues. Sensationalism in the media. Stories like these, whether real or fabricated, play into the public's fascination with extreme behavior and unconventional relationships. Sensational headlines are designed to attract readers, drive clicks, and stir up debate, especially when they involve taboo subjects like age gap marriages or accusations of violence. Whether the story is true or not, it's likely to evoke strong reactions from those who read it. Some may view it as a cautionary tale about the risks of relationships with significant age differences. Others might see it as a reflection of society's discomfort with such relationships and a potential demonization of the older party involved. Thakker. Conclusion. In the absence of verified details, this headline remains in the realm of speculative storytelling. It taps into several social fears: manipulation in relationships, age gaps, extreme personality traits, and violent outcomes that resonate with audiences but should always be approached with skepticism until credible sources verify the facts.